as well as to the Attorney-General. When he answered yesterday that hopefully the new foreshore and seabed bill will settle the protracted controversy around the issues of the foreshore and seabed, was he aware that the government's confidence and supply partner, the Hon Pita Sharples, told TV3 that he was not entirely happy with the new bill?
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
No, I wasn't aware of the comments which I think were made by Dr Sharples to TV3 immediately before question time commenced. The government sought to develop a replacement regime that balances the rights and interests of all New Zealanders. I have to say I agree with what Phil O'Reilly of Business New Zealand said earlier today, quote, balancing competing needs with legislation of this kind inevitably involves trade-offs. It is to be hoped that we can all approach the debate around this bill thoughtfully and courteously and without slogans, end of quote.
The Honourable David Parker.
When the Attorney said yesterday that he had seen statements from the Maori Party, quotes, indicating their firm support for the legislation, end quote, which of the following statements was he referring to? The statement from Pita Sharples or the one from Te Rua Flavel that they would, quotes, come back and have another go in the future, or those from Hone Harawira who isn't even voting for the bill?
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
Neither. I was referring to a press release which had been issued by the Maori Party indicating their support for the legislation in this House.
The Honourable David Parker.
We're down to one of them now.
Will the Attorney accept that without a clear acknowledgement from the Maori Party that the new legislation will fully and finally settle the legal framework for foreshore and seabed issues, that there is less likelihood that the protracted controversy will be durably settled?
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
No, I don't. The Prime Minister's made it clear that the national government considers it's developed a replacement regime which balances the rights and interests of all New Zealanders and will not be revisiting this matter. The Maori Party has indicated it supports the legislation. So in terms of durability for the country, then I suppose really it's a question of whether Labour would suggest it would be willing to revisit the matter in the future.
The Honourable David Parker.
Parliamentary. Given his responsible acknowledgement yesterday, for which I thank him, that the Labour Party has contributed to a benign political climate by offering to compromise on foreshore and seabed issues, if enduring settlement of these issues can't be achieved now, when will it ever be able to be?
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
Oh, I think, and thank you for your thank you, but there's no need for it. I believe that now's the time for this House to deal with the issue and picking up the words of Phil O'Reilly, courteously and generously listening to what the general public have to say, ensuring that it's not rushed through the House. And I think if we can all deal with it in that way, then it will be durably resolved.
The Honourable David Parker.
Is the Minister aware that many New Zealanders believe that unless there is an acknowledgement by the Maori Party that this framework will fully and finally settle foreshore and seabed issues, the matter isn't going to be fully and finally settled, and his government and the Maori Party will have failed in their ambition?
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
No, I think I'm aware of many people who confidently expect, as I said, that if this House works positively and maturely on the issue, then the proposals that have been put forward will result in a durable resolution of a matter that has perhaps vexed this country for too long.
Question number 9, Joe Goodhue.
Thank you, Mr.